I started out my senior project with portraits, and I chose people just because, like some other artists have said, I like work that I hope my viewer can relate to, and people relate to people. These are acrylic on canvas. I painted my friends, and I'm interested in representing something about the person that's not quite literal, so I incorporated abstraction into my work in the background, and even just in the rendering of the face, something to represent more than just the physical form of the individual, a mood or an emotion, the subject's personality and also my own. So as I was working, I got a little bored with painting the face, and I started to ask myself, how else could I represent a life and a personality? And I moved away from the literal face, and this is a work I did it's like snapshots of a life. And I used images from my own life and memory, and also images that represent people I know and things that I just imagined. And I hope that my viewer can see some kind of narrative and maybe see an image that they can relate to, something that they've seen in their own life and then is on the canvas. And then we move over here. The final portion of my project were these house sculptures, and I'll start over here. These are found objects and also just objects from my life. I remember a high school forensics class I took. My professor said if you want to start a personality profile of a suspect, go through their garbage. And that's pretty much what I did. It's just the garbage of my life. And it's also just garbage of other people's lives that I found on the street or just leftovers in the studio. So it's a general portrait. Instead of being just one person, it's myself and objects from other people's lives. And like the collage, I hope that there's something in here familiar to something in my viewer's life. And the last work is kind of like the yin to this yang. It's also a house, but it's an empty house. This is also made with found objects, and it's kind of an abandoned looking place. And the objects I found are abandoned objects, things that were discarded from life, and it's kind of void of like evidence of the living. And this little empty wasp hive is kind of what I was thinking. It's like the form that's left over after like all the garbage, all the crap, all the life is left.